Man, dude, the Chiefs look so good this weekend. They opened up really good, closed terribly. It reminds me of bowling with somebody.
Shut your ass up. You know exactly why I can't bowl under pressure.
Why?
It's because you guys go, don't choke.
We didn't say don't choke. We didn't always say don't choke. We always just, on a couple of them, we said don't choke. But not on all of them. It's only once you started to choke that we started to say don't choke.
There was one time where you didn't get any iteration of, oh, we'll win if Owen doesn't mess it up. And you guys did that like 8 out of 9 times.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Nothing will ever beat needing, you were like working on 2 strikes. And all we
we
needed like 12 to win.
Yes, I know.
And all we needed you to do was hit like 5 pins on either of your balls.
Yes, I know.
And you threw them both in the gutter.
I didn't throw them both in the gutter.
You did throw them both in the gutter. You threw a double gutter one time.
Damn, that really sucks. Good thing I have a short memory and forgot about that.
Yes. It's now a good thing that I'm the anchor of the bowling team. Dahm, that's Truesers. Let's ride. Awesome. Thanks for telling me that off of podcast. And then I don't know why I couldn't unmute for that. It's fine. Welcome everybody into Dahm, That's True. Sorry for the just 40 seconds of music that you had to listen to while we talked about running jokes into the ground. Yeah, but I don't. You could have absolutely said that on there. I don't know why we didn't. I don't know why we stayed muted.
I just don't want to interrupt the flow.
Yeah, you certainly didn't interrupt the flow of the podcast for sure. The 40 seconds to start off. All right. Welcome, everybody, into Dahm, That's True. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman the Steam Machine Steen. I'm joined by the beast with the least, Owen, Domination 7 Dahm. Owen, how's it going?
I'm chilling, buddy. Had some good food. Shout out the Drug Buzz podcast. We have some pretty good nice meal prep solutions over there.
I'm feeling less crappy than I normally do after these podcasts. I'm feeling full of energy. I'm feeling like it's not even 9 o'clock. I'm feeling like it's at least 8:52. It's incredible.
That sounds, about what time I feel it is. Oh my god.
Man, what a start to the podcast
yes,
we're having
of course.
today.
But yeah, I'm feeling good today, buddy.
Yeah, me too. Oh, folks, we have so much to talk about. We've got, of course, the Chiefs' first preseason game to cover. We're going to talk about just how damn good those Chiefs looked. Yeah. We're going to talk about the Chiefs' offensive line depth. We're going to talk about some obvious cuts now after we've seen the first game. I think there's a couple names we know are going. One of them got cut today. Lonnie Johnson.
Yeah.
R.I.P. We're going to talk about the most intriguing matchups.
From the Texans, right?
Yep. For a conditional 7th round pick, and since he's been cut, the Chiefs get their 7th round pick back now. So, kind of fun.
Well, we keep hitting on those, so we kind of need them.
Yep. The Chiefs. We're going to talk about the most intriguing matchups outside of the Chiefs for preseason week 2. We're going to talk about Skylar Thompson, of course. Go Cats, baby. We're going to talk a little bit about gambling. I hit the casino this weekend, and we're going to talk about betting on the preseason and whether or not it's degenerate behavior. And, of course, we're going to top it off with a nice top 5 of the best Kstate Wildcats in the NFL still. So, Dahm, that's Truesers. Let's ride.
Why do you keep doing that to yourself?
Shut up. And let's get started here with the Chiefs. You guys can see we make a little PowerPoint of this for all the visual listeners who tune in. I posted this, and I'll read this word for word. God damn, that first drive from both sides has me hyped up. Sides has hyped me up. How much is it an overreaction?
It was pretty hype, Truman. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Very
against
hype.
the Bears.
It's incredibly hype.
You
do have to take it with a grain of salt.
You guys weren't there at the bar with Truman and me, but the faces Truman was giving me during the first drives of both teams was NSFW for sure.
God damn, dude, that defense was flying around, man. God, they looked good. Willie Gay looked fast. Defensive line dominated.
Nick Bolton looked good.
God damn. Chris Jones had a sack in the first drive.
He did.
It looked good.
Frank Clark was, setting the edge.
They look like they're going to be in a trouble for a lot of people.
I can't wait.
George Karlaftis had a sack later in the second half, in the first half.
But he was, playing, second strings, but a rookie, so that's why he was out there that long. So.
I'll say it's not all good with the defense. I think the cornerbacks left a little to be desired. They gave up some chunk plays.
Yeah.
I will say they were in great position. They just can't get their heads around. It's very odd. Yeah. They're almost like college corners, but they don't do as much pass interference.
Right.
It's like they are blanket covering these guys, and they're like all over them. And these guys make incredible catches because they don't have the timing down to move their hands. It's very odd. Yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping them, no easy passes, but they still give up NFL caliber passes, That makes sense.
I'm not that worried about that. I mean, that's just if you're in blanket coverage every time and you force an NFL wide receiver to make an incredible catch, and a couple of those catches were nuts, by the way, and a couple of those catches are not going to be made during regular games.
Oh, it makes sense.
So as long as you're in, listen, corner is the hardest position to play in, I think, almost all of professional sports. I can't name of a harder one. Maybe MLB pitcher.
MLB pitcher, I was gonna say, honestly.
Yeah, but maybe that. But corner is incredibly tough.
Also, not to be slept on, MLB catcher. You have to fucking catch 100 miles per hour and then go hit.
Listen, either way.
And you have to sit back there with your knees bent the whole time and throw out runners consistently.
Sure, but corner you have to track people who run of like 4.3, 4.4, 4.5 and stay step with them.
I don't know, man. What's the easiest position in pro sports to play?
In pro sports? First base.
God, that's a good answer. Yeah, absolutely. Although, I don't know. They have to catch the most balls.
Yeah, the scoop,
what about second base?
No, that's still hard.
No, third base is when all the fun happens. So
second base, you have to deal with.
Field? Like, balls don't really get that way.
No, it's right field. If you're playing in an adult softball league, you'll put your worst player in right field.
But in the pros, they can just spray it to all field. So, but yeah, no, easiest position in sports. Yeah, I'd probably say first base, because like the main practice that you're gonna have is literally just scooping ground balls.
Well, I was gonna say one of the Chiefs secondary might be proving that maybe the easiest position in sports is kicker. Justin Reed lined up out there for an extra point. Fuck it, man. I'll say it. Looked good from 70.
Oh, come on,
dude! It was high on that extra point, man. It had a lot of powerful leg. It was still rising, dude.
It was wobbly. It was not going to make it from 40. It was going to hook.
Dude, they said, so Harrison Butker left practice today with a sore ankle.
Yeah.
Like, twisted it.
Yeah.
They said they lined Justin Reed up to kick field goals, and he made, I think it was 7 of 9.
Yeah, I saw the tweet. It was 7 of 9. Emergency kicker. We got it nailed. That's funny, because
it's unlocked. It's legitimately unlocked now.
Dave Tobe was like, oh, well, I still want to practice the special team guys. Justin, how about you come kick these? He's like, sure, coach.
I'd like to see Tommy Townsend versus Justin Reed, because I feel like the puncher is normally your backup kicker.
Right.
But I'm wondering if he's just not good at kicking.
Well, but if you have an emergency kicker that has that leg, why risk your holder?
I know. I guess the holder is important.
You got James Winchester has been snapping the ball to Tommy every single time.
Well, but you saw who was holding, right?
Who was holding?
Juan Thornhill.
I didn't see that.
There's a safety gang back there.
What the hell? I didn't know one. Wait, that means that.
Well, because you don't want Tommy Townsend probably to have to mess up his timing.
Wait, so you're telling me Juan Thornhill got the finger hold and spin because he had on the extra point in the preseason game?
No, I don't know if he was on the extra point in the preseason game. Oh. But in the special team session, he was today at practice.
That's really fun. I like that. That's a lot of fun.
A lot of very interesting stuff.
See, and Truman, but here's the thing: is that if you remember back to 2015 and remember back to 2019, what is something that I think there's one unique identifier that you can put on both of those championship teams? That they all had fun. Do you remember 2015?
Yeah, that was the most fun.
The Royals had more fun than the 2019 Chiefs did. I'll say right
They've had more fun than anybody. I can't watch baseball because the 2015 Royals were just so much fun, so much excitement.
Well, and the players were having fun. Like I'm talking about the self-imposed fines during the interviews if they didn't say anything related to 1738.
Right. Yeah.
That still goes unmatched with the amount of fun.
Absolutely.
But then in 2019, that was when we had Patrick Mahomes counting off on his fingers in Detroit.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, it was Chicago. That's right.
Because when he was counting to 10, because he was drafted number 10.
Right, yeah.
And because he was playing Trubisky.
Oh, that's right.
Lamau during the bad Trubisky year.
That's right. But yeah, just, the the Chiefs are having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And good teams tend to do stuff like
They're
that.
playing loose. They're playing loose
You
for sure.
don't really see real bad teams having that much fun. Except for that one time we saw the Jets dancing on the field, their defense.
Yeah.
But then, to be fair, the Jets did have a good defense that year. I think it was 2018 when when they were doing the dance on the field, doing that timeout.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good defense this year, but you don't normally see teams having that much fun.
Man, and the defense looked great, but the offense looked even better.
It's true.
Patrick Mahomes looked comfortable. Looked like he was in midseason form. He only missed one pass where his arm was hit, and he just kind of overthrew MVS.
Yeah.
But he would have hit him for a touchdown otherwise, which is the craziest part.
He got hit, yeah. So.
But and MVS torched that defender on the seam. That would have been an easy touchdown. Like, very excited. I'm glad to see MVS because I know he's not had as good of a training camp as he did with OTAs. So it's good to kind of see him do that.
Is that true?
I am All right, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Damn, good thing I stopped. But I'll write it down. We got a new follower.
You mean I'm from Uranus?
Yes.
The seventh planet from the
Strike. Nice
yes.
one.
sixth if you're a loser, if you're a goober who doesn't believe it.
Damn, he almost got me though. There you go. You're written down now.
Owen,
Yes.
coexisting does not change what number you're in.
Oh damn, I'm
Very
stupid
true.
as
Pluto
fuck.
was last, man.
It's still
always
it's
the
still
seventh
7.
planet.
I don't know why I was thinking like that. What the fuck?
Hi there, guys.
Too much food got me
food?
sluggish, brain not working.
Hey there. Sounds like you guys are talking about the NFL. Yes, we are. But yeah, the offense looked incredible, man. Patrick Mahomes looked comfortable. Tight end shovel pass still always there.
Dude, that's one thing I don't get. No team can defend that yet.
I think it's just impossible. I think that's a hard one because they block and then they come in on it. I think it's just one of those.
Well, I think it's one of those
hard to-
things that, well, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like if they don't have that tight end read, that if they bring that linebacker, the middle's open.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah. I think, I mean, there's just so many options. I think they flashed that a couple times a game, but they only cash in on it when we see it scored for a touchdown. I think it's the funniest part.
But yeah, that looked fun.
You ready for a little box score lightning round now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Who didn't have a catch? Sky Moore, MVS, Kelsey, or Juju Smith-Schuster?
Kelsey didn't have that.
Kelsey did have a catch. He had one catch for 19 yards. MVS had a catch. Sky Moore had a catch. Juju, no catch, honestly. But, I think that's... But honestly, that gives me hope because I've heard of how strong the connection has been in camp with Juju and Patrick Mahomes.
If Juju doesn't have
and
a
that he threw it
catch,
to everybody else. That's what we need to have happening.
I think we're in good shape.
We're in awesome shape. Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that means Juju's drawing pressure.
Who is the Chiefs' leading rusher?
Patrick Mahomes?
Dustin Crum. The Chiefs' fourth season. I'm a big Saints fan. I'm hoping we're in for a good season. I think the Saints are in for a good season. We picked them at 13-8 or 13-4.
I clowned you at the bar last night about the Saints. On Saturday night.
Well, they've had a rough couple of years, but I think this year we had them all the way to the NFC Championship game.
We do we do stand J-Bo, so.
But yeah. So by the Chiefs' leading rusher Dustin Crum.
That makes sense.
They didn't run it. They didn't run it much on that first drive. I think Clyde had 2 runs, and then the offensive line was honestly terrible after that.
Well, because they pulled all the stuff.
I know, but I'm just saying. Can you name the 2 Chiefs who got injured, left the game?
Blake Bell
Yep.
and
I didn't know this one. I didn't know this guy got hurt, and he did practice today, but he left the game with a hurt.
Should I know this name or is it a practice question?
No, you would know this name. I'll give you. You want a hint?
Jody Fortson?
Nope.
Was it Bucker?
It was not Bucker.
Hurt during the game?
Yep.
So I already got Blake Bell. I can't name that one.
Why can I not? Hold on.
Who am I missing? It wasn't Pacheco, was it?
Nope. It was not Pacheco.
Nope. Can't name that.
You were kind of close. It was Derek Gore. Derek Gore got hurt.
Oh, I should have known that.
Didn't.
I did know that.
That's actually really brutal since he got hurt fumbled and got hurt.
Yeah.
I was going to give you the hint that he also fumbled, but
I saw Twitter freaking out that he needs to get cut after fumbling in the preseason. I'm like, relax.
well, he doesn't need to get cut. But I'll tell you what, skipping ahead just a little bit, he is going to get cut.
You think so? Yes. Why, in favor of Ronald Jones?
No, I think they're only going to keep 3 running backs.
I can see that.
We can just move it. We can skip right ahead to that one.
Okay.
We can move past one. So we were talking about a lot of the things here. But Owen, I want to talk about who has become obvious to you that are getting cut now that we have that first preseason game done.
Probably, for me, Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones is getting cut. I think there's no way. Again, getting snaps with the threes. Isaiah Pacheco got first-team reps. Clyde Edwards-Helaire got first-team reps.
Well, if you saw, CEH and Pacheco are splitting first-team reps, and then Jet McKinnon's doing Jet McKinnon things and being the number 2.
It almost looks like Derek Gore's ahead of Ronald Jones, and I think Derek Gore's also getting cut, so Ronald Jones is getting cut as well.
I accidentally looked at your list and saw the next name you're going to say, but I agree with you.
It's Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon's getting cut. Josh Gordon did have 2 pretty good catches, and neither of them counted because they were both out of bounds.
Right.
And
he's been having a better camp the last couple days, but he's been having a rough camp. Like he's been open, but he can't catch.
Yeah, he looks good. It's just a hydrate. Sorry, I want to make sure I get that. We got that redeemed. He did look. He's looked better, but it's just a crowded receiving room because I think who did lock down their spot? Christian Watson.
He looked good.
He had that touchdown. He had like 5 catches. I think he's almost a lock for your Chiefs.
Sky Moore looks really good
for your Chiefs number 5 spot because you have MVS, Juju Smith-Schuster, McCole Hardman, and
Sky Moore.
Sky Moore. Yes, that is. I mean, those are locks.
Right.
We did get a toes redeemed. Let me throw him up on the. Let me throw him up on the screen.
For those of you on the podcast, this is one of Truman's stream rewards, and he puts his feet up by the camera so that you can see his toes.
Yeah, that's really good stuff there, guys. Oh, those grippers are honestly they look a little bit.
Barking.
Yeah, they are barking right now. Okay.
Say anything in chat before we do
Yes, he said Dahm, that's toes. Damn, dude. We got fucking comedians out here.
But I one thing that people are like, oh, dude, Joshua Williams is just getting toasted on all these plays. I'm like, listen.
I was gonna post that today that Trent McDuffie got cooked by McCole Hardman, but then kept up with. Oh, God, fuck, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Christian Watson. I think it was Christian Watson.
Yeah. Listen, dude. Joshua Williams is in all the right spots. He's gonna make at least a couple plays that are noteworthy.
But also one-on-one drills do cover do favor the wide receiver because the cornerback then has no help to give it off to the top if they might have over the top safety.
Yeah.
Right. And so when McDuffie's getting cooked, it's probably could be covered by a safety there. So I'm not too worried about it, but I wasn't thrilled by it either. I was about to tweet about that earlier.
I mean, the most famous NFL clip of all time is a DB getting cooked in training camp.
Oh yeah, when DeAndre Hopkins broke that guy's leg.
Well, he
broke his ankles, like almost literally.
Actually, yeah. Well, yeah, like made him
slide. Yeah. And he hurt himself. He left hurt.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he was injured for the season, but he's like,
I fear God, homie. I fear God.
That is all-time clip.
That was a good clip.
That's from Hard Knocks, right?
Yeah, that is a Hard Knocks. Man, dude, Hard Knocks with Detroit Lions this year. I want to watch. I've seen so many clips. Did you see Aiden Hutchinson singing Billie Jean?
No, what?
Oh, we'll have to watch it later.
Is it funny?
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Is he
Everybody
a bad
gets
singer?
No, he's a fine singer. He's not a great singer, but everybody gets so hyped for it. It's so funny. It's so awesome.
I've seen a lot of the speeches from Coach Campbell up in Detroit.
Oh, he's got that dog in him.
Dude,
He's definition got that dog in him.
just it's a guy that just like man, I really hope this guy's winning season.
If you look up in the dictionary, dog in him, it's a picture of just Dan Campbell.
He does have that dog in him, and his voice is like super gruff. He just he sounds like a dude. Like
he's a football guy. Absolutely.
He just sounds like a dude if you ran into him somewhere, and he's like, hey man, I hate your car. He's like, yeah, that's all right. You'd be like, oh fuck.
Oh fuck, dude. He's gonna still
He's
kill
gonna-
me.
he's gonna murder me.
Kill me still. Yeah. Do you see Zach Wilson when he went down with that knee injury?
Yeah.
And somebody posted like, here's Zach Wilson's MRI, and somebody put a dog in his knee joint. It's like, well, he's got that dog in him. Simple. God damn, that
I
shit.
did not see that.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah, man. All right. So that's all I had about the obvious cuts. I think there was just 2. Do you have anybody else that was getting obviously cut?
No, I don't want to hear about any, linebackers that are playing in the late third quarter or fourth quarter. It's like, oh yeah, this guy whose name I didn't know is gonna get cut. There are a couple people who I thought cemented their position.
Yeah.
In the preseason, I think Elijah Lee's gonna make the team.
Yeah. I think Elijah Lee was always
the
gonna make the
linebacker
team.
core besides Lonnie Johnson is basically set now.
Right.
I think Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, Elijah Lee, and then the other guys whose names I don't know.
I think that's fair. Jermaine Carter worries me a little bit. He seemed like he was going to be the starter on the Will, and they've had the Sam, and they've had Elijah Lee there, and I find that very surprising.
Well, he's a K-State linebacker, so obviously he'll be good.
Yeah, of course.
All truth be told, though, he was a baller at K-State. He was an absolute animal.
Yeah, I thought he came out early. I think he should have.
Yeah, he did.
He came out early. I think he should have stayed because he ended up getting drafted in the 7th round. But you never know. Maybe it could be a financial thing. He probably got a bad draft evaluation. Honestly, a lot of those guys go and get evaluated for the draft positions. And
they're like, oh, you could be a third or fourth
yeah, somebody probably told him that, and so. But he's stuck around He's made an NFL career of it. What do you want?
Well, Chiefs have learned from their mistakes of not signing undrafted K-State guys.
Yes, that's fair.
Letting Tyler Lockett run, and now just goes ahead and gives all the guys from Buco a nice.
There you go. That being said, I do also want to talk about maybe a negative, Owen. Mm-hmm. We've got a little. It was like a compliment Sunday, you could say.
Sure.
We topped it off with compliments, but on the end, we've got to put a little bit about the Chiefs' offensive line. Yeah. Again, I'm having flashbacks, Owen, to the Super Bowl 55 when we had Eric Fisher go out in the AFC Championship game. Of course, tore his Achilles.
Yep.
You saw Mike Rimmers have to shift over to left tackle.
Yep.
Guys they all had to shift around.
Yeah, Wiley was out there.
Wiley.
And on the other side. He was on the other side. He was on the left.
Wiley had been playing right guard. He had to move over to right tackle. Somebody else had to. I think Austin Ryder had to move from like tackle or like center to.
If I remember correctly, Rimmers switched sides.
Rimmers went from right tackle to left tackle, and he's not a good left tackle. No. And then Wiley went out to right tackle. He was playing right guard before.
Yeah.
Somebody shifted out to left guard.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Crazy.
But that is the problem with these is that we saw this happen already. And when they couldn't perform, that's why the Chiefs got blown out in the Super Bowl, and now you've got to hope that they get back there one time. They lost 31-9. It was insane. No touchdowns scored. But the offensive line in the second half just looked so weak, man. I'm worried that the Chiefs' offensive line right now is what we in the gaming world refer to as a glass cannon. It means that it's when you buy strong weapons and you're a killer up front, you could absolutely murder somebody. Yep. But if you get hit, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, but I think Truman is that I don't put any stock in the second half of the preseason at all. Those are all like third and fourth and probably more fourth and fifth string guys.
I know, but. Not exactly. I mean, guys like Austin Ryder and Andrew Wiley were out there.
Yeah, but I mean...
Darian Kennard looks bad. I'll say it. I'm worried that he looks not great.
He's a rookie on a mismatched line. He wasn't supposed to be a starter.
Man, he gets beat a lot. He was an All-American at Kentucky last year.
He wasn't supposed to be a starter on his team.
I'm just saying.
6th round pick, right? Or was he 4th round pick?
5th round, 4th round.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I know, but still, I was hoping for more,
Truman, not everybody on the Chiefs is going to be a star.
That's not true.
You're gonna let
everybody on the Chiefs going to be a star.
You're gonna let one draft pick sway your 17-0 Chiefs season?
No, 15-2, 13-4, 13-4, 14-3, 14-3. I don't think it was 15-2, or 14 or 13-4.
You're gonna let one 23-year-old determine that for you, huh?
No, but I don't know, man. He already had a short list for me because he was wearing political shirts.
He was on your shit list already?
Yeah, he was already on my shit list. It was like cringe stuff. Again, political shirts in general are pretty cringe, but unfunny, unoriginal ones are especially not great. Especially pretty cringe.
That's where Truman draws the line. If your joke isn't funny, get out of my face.
Absolutely. If you make a funny joke about Joe Biden, I will absolutely laugh about it. I mean, I laughed about Joe Biden a lot.
Dark Brandon
memes, absolutely. We just posted them on Twitter right before the show started. But yeah, I think he had.
Sponsored by Real American Electricians.
He had some corny ass shirts, man, that he was wearing during interviews, and now he's fucking.
I'm not worried like you. I think that as long as we have a second string, we'll be okay. I don't think that we'll ever be down into the third and fourth string in a Super Bowl situation ever again.
I'm just saying, man. Someone is likely to get hurt this year, and the depth worries me. It worries me.
We got depth at every other position.
Then what?
We have depth at every other position.
Yeah, but if you don't have an offensive line, it doesn't matter.
We even have depth at quarterback, to be honest, because Chad Henne actually looked pretty good.
We didn't. He was in there. He made 4 throws, and he did complete 3 of them. He looked fine.
75% completion.
Chad Henne. But I know he threw that touchdown. No, he didn't throw the. No, Buscelli looks good.
Yeah, we have a third stringer.
I'm worried when Chad Henne retires that I'm worried that day is coming in the next 2 years. And
Why are you worried about it?
Shane Buechele gives me hope about the backup quarterback
Is
position.
that a guy from Michigan?
I don't think he was from Michigan. I thought he was from.
Shane Buechele was a Michigan guy.
Really?
Yeah, I promise.
I gotta Google it. No, I can't trust you.
Yeah, because Ohio State fans were memeing him.
Nope.
What? Who am I thinking of then?
You're thinking of somebody else. He went to Texas and SMU. Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? Who's the Michigan guy?
To be fair, I did not think he was at either Texas or SMU. I thought he was like a North Texas guy. I thought I remembered him wearing green. But that might have been actually no. He lost to the North. He beat the North Texas guy out last year, right? 2021 Chiefs training camp roster. Death.
Oh, I was thinking of Shea Patterson, not that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
We never had Shea Patterson. Fuck. Damn it. I want fucking last year's depth chart. This is gonna be impossible.
What for our last year's kid that balled out in the preseason for us?
You're
You're not talking about Jordan Tiamu?
No. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about
The guy from Marshall, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about that I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember his name. Fuck. Where is it? Nope, wait. Anthony Gordon.
Well, that's not who I was thinking of.
That's who I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure he went to Marshall, I'm telling you. Oh, fuck. He's a soccer player. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
QB. No, fuck. QB. Shit.
You're not thinking of Garrett Morrell?
No, he went to Washington State. Anthony Gordon did. That's right. No, I'm not thinking of Garrett.
What the hell
Morrell.
am I thinking of? As I Google all of these 2021 Marshall quarterbacks.
Yep.
Not Grant Wells?
Okay, Owen. We're spending too much time.
We're Dahm that's truing this.
Yes, we're spending too much time researching backup quarterbacks who never got to play. I'm just saying someone is likely to get hurt this year, and I am worried about the offensive line depth as I always am. I think we are one. I think we are 2 injuries fine. 3 injuries we're fucked.
Well, how often does 3 people get injured on the offensive line?
That's what happened, man. That's how you lose the Super Bowl, brother. I think if you lose somebody, I think somebody probably rotates around and you go Andrew Wiley at right tackle, or Andrew Wiley moves to somewhere else.
If the offensive line goes down, we stick Henny in there and tell him to run like it's 3rd and 19.
Anything is possible, baby.
Anything is possible.
Okay, Owen, that's enough about the Chiefs. Let's keep on moving on to the NFL fans, or to the NFL for the general fans, such as I am from Uranus.
Uranus.
Oh, and I said, damn, it felt good for football to be back. What are your most interesting matchups in the preseason week 2 outside of the Chiefs?
Yeah, I remember now. So I have 2.
You have 2?
Raiders and Dolphins.
I have that one. Why?
Is your other one?
I'm going to leave that. Wait, I'm going to leave that for my third question. Sorry, I'm going to leave that for my third game because I want to do a smooth transition.
One 2 B names?
I don't want to ruin it.
Is your other game 2 B names?
That is one of my other games. I have 3 games.
Those are my 2 games.
Really?
We
All
have
right.
2 of this.
All right. Well, let's start with the one that you don't have.
Okay.
Carolina versus New England. I'm very interested in the QB competition that is kind of brewing, and it'll be interesting to see both of those guys play against a Belichick defense. I'm very interested to see who comes out for the ones. Baker Mayfield's out there, played solid. Sam Darnold also played solid. They both looked better than they have typically. Sam Darnold threw a touchdown. Baker Mayfield didn't, but Baker Mayfield looked fine otherwise.
Who played the first snap?
Baker Mayfield. I call this a quarterback competition because I think it's very obvious who's going to start here. I think Baker Mayfield absolutely has the inside track. It's going to be
they paid
starting.
the most for him. It's going to be one of those situations where, like, even if your younger rookie quarterback is good, you paid $40 million. So.
Well, not to mention that he is better than Sam Darnold.
That's true.
I'm not a Sam Darnold believer. Sorry, gang. So I'm very interested to see them against the Belichick defense. I could not give it a less of a shit about New England. I'll say this is all has to do.
Is there a second quarterback?
Who?
I don't even know. New England.
Oh, it's Brian Hoyer, as always. Mac Jones,
He's
Brian
still
Hoyer.
in the league?
He went back to be. He was always been a New England backup, and he always will be a New England backup.
Well, shout out Brian Hoyer for going to the Chase Daniel School of chasing that bag. Props to you, old man.
Absolutely. Number 2, this is a game that you also had written down. The Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills.
Once again, just quarterback stuff. I heard Josh Allen's kind of been struggling or something.
What? Have you heard
Yeah, I
that?
saw a news story that Josh Allen was.
Did Josh
having
Allen
some
play in their
troubles.
first game? I assume he didn't.
Well, I don't know. But people are like putting the Bills on like miss the playoffs alert because it's a trendy pick. Because like we looked at their roster and I don't know, but apparently it's trendy to pick the Bills to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, the Bills did not play. Or Josh Allen did not play.
Well, maybe Matt Barkley could.
Is it a trendy pick to pick what?
The Bills to miss the playoffs, like a shock upset.
I would no. That's a stupid pick. That's not a shock pick. That's a stupid pick, man. No, there's no. The shock is how stupid some things can be.
Listen, dude. Every year, people pick the Chargers to win the Super Bowl. So.
I don't care. I think that's a stupid answer. I'll say it. Sorry.
I'm just regurgitating what I've seen. Also, I'm surprised that Matt Barkley is still in the league.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how Buffalo's ones run. I'm also interested to see how Denver can do against Buffalo.
Yeah.
I did not check in on the Denver Broncos. I think they won their first preseason matchup.
Oh, Google it.
But I think now the second game of the preseason is like the third game used to be, where it was like all the important players are playing, like half a game or 3/4 or whatever. Not 3/4, but they'll probably play the whole first half.
The Cowboys defeated the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos defeated the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And neither of the quarterbacks for either of those teams that are starting played.
Interesting. Yeah, you might not even see Russell Wilson or Josh Allen play in this game. We might be looking too far into
Once
it.
again, it's kind of weird that Andy Reid still plays Mahomes in all the preseason games for like
Mahomes?
A series.
I wonder if Mahomes will play. I assume he's got to play in preseason game 2. But he won't play in game 3.
Which is weird because there's different weeks. Because we already had preseason week 1. We're actually coming up on preseason week 3 here.
I know. But there's also something to be said about taking your lumps at some point. You really want your first lump to be in week 1? Nah.
No,
Got to get hit. Got to get hit
but
at least
for
once.
seasoned vets, it's like you know what you're doing. It's not like you're gonna forget what it's like to have a linebacker coming at you. If you're Josh Allen or Russell Wilson, going into your like what 8th, like 9th and 3rd year.
4th year, at least.
I keep forgetting that we're old.
It might even be Josh Allen's 5th year. I think he was awful his first year. I think he lost that game to the Texans his second year, and I think he took I think this is his 5th year. Because I think he took a big step forward and made the playoffs.
Yeah, this is.
And they went to the AFC Championship game, and then he lost in the division round against us, and then this is his 5th year coming up.
Yeah. Dude, we're old. Josh Allen's
whistling
5th
loudly
year.
into the mic. I'm so sorry.
Well,
It's also Patrick Mahomes'
6th
6th year. Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Quote 6th.
Blink and his fucking career's gone. Holy shit.
Appreciate it, Mo.
We're almost 1/3 of the season. 1/3 of Mahomes' career through.
Nah, he's still got a massive ass contract.
Right, but he started at 22. He's probably going to play till he's 40.
Yeah, we're good. No,
That's 18 years. This is year 6.
yeah, we got 12 more.
We're almost 1/3 of the way through.
And we still only have one Super Bowl win.
You just need to appreciate it. You need to appreciate Mahomes' greatness. He's adding Super Bowl number 2 right now, so that way he ends up with probably 6. I imagine he's going to go 2 every 6 years.
I mean,
If 1/3 of the years you play, you win the Super Bowl,
that'd be crazy.
it's not
I
bad.
don't think that's gonna happen, but that's crazy.
It's not bad. Well, it's like Tom Brady, basically 1/3 of the years. That's super.
Luckiest athlete
That's
of all
so
time. Don't
crazy.
get me started.
I know, whatever. You got to be lucky to win that. And the last game of the preseason that I am also excited for, that you are also excited for, Las Vegas versus the Miami Skylar Thompsons, baby. I'm so fucking hyped about Skylar Thompson. It is Skylar Thompson time, brother. He's dethroning Teddy Bridgewater first, and he's coming for Tua second. Owen, fuck this segment. Let's just roll right into the next segment. I'm too damn excited. Owen, it's Skylar Thompson time. I love Skylar Thompson, dude. It's so fun. He's one of the most fun K-State players to see succeed right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I think because he was there for 6 or 7 years and he battled injuries the
6
whole
years,
time.
yeah.
Even though I hated Skylar Thompson I really didn't hate Skylar Thompson. I don't hate him like I hated Drew Lock. Drew Lock was an asshole pretty boy who didn't have a work ethic, and now it's showing up in the NFL. Skylar Thompson, I will say, he did beat my ass, but nose to the grindstone, shows up every day, really is.
Oh, you're talking about guys you played against in high school.
Yeah, really brings his lunch pail, real gym rat, real coach's kid. Yeah,
First
yeah.
in, last out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He is a great guy, and he's really showing up, and I'm so excited. I hope he succeeds so bad, man. And he looks so good.
Him just earning the backup spot is enough for me.
Oh, man. He's at least so he's gonna make the team no matter what. He's the third quarterback. You keep 3 quarterbacks, whether or not he's on the practice squad. I mean, if he's on the practice squad, he could get poached. You might need to keep him on the active roster.
Ask him to break his Achilles so he can go on the pup.
Dude, imagine Skylar Thompson starting for your Carolina Panthers. I'm just kidding. Get that man out of there, dude. Matt Corral, I guess, also in Carolina too. Played.
Yeah, I saw that.
Skylar Thompson, 218 yards passing on 20 of 28, and one touchdown, no interceptions, of course. That is one of the most Skylar Thompson-ass lines
he was a leading
ever.
rusher, right?
No, second leading rusher. The top rusher had 27. Skylar Thompson had 25.
That's pretty low for Skylar. I hope he's okay.
Playing NFL style, you know. But he had a good scramble. I watched it. Did you watch any of it?
I didn't watch the scramble, no.
You watch any of the game?
I watched the
Other than the highlights?
No.
You just saw the highlights.
Just saw
He's
the
not a
touchdown.
real Skylar Thompson.
I'm sorry, dude. I was just watching the K-State sports retweets.
To be fair, I didn't plan on watching Skylar Thompson either.
And then you heard that he was playing like the whole game?
No, we went over to K&A, like we said,
Yeah.
to go play board games, and they were watching the game whenever
You
we
went
walked in there. It was like, oh, fuck yeah. And so we just sat down and watched Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson played the whole game.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's actually kind of crazy. Apparently Teddy Bridgewater is dealing with maybe some injuries, or, he's basically made of glass at this point. Tua, they're also sitting him. You probably won't see Tua the entire preseason, which is very odd.
He seems like a quarterback that needs to have some drives.
God, him and Tyreek Hill, why would you not give them up against NFL action, man? Why would you not put him in for a quarter in the second game or something?
Especially a new team. That's weird.
It's weird.
We'll see.
But, Owen, Skylar Thompson is a much cheaper option than Teddy Bridgewater.
Listen, K-State, Twitter, is going to get Skylar the backup job in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Skylar propaganda Miami into being like, damn, do the fans really want this?
A lot of people commenting QB2 underneath the Miami Dolphins post.
How many of those people had purple avatars on their
Not
profile
all
picture?
of them. A couple Miami Dolphin ones. And we saw Miami Dolphin fans saying they were excited about Skylar Thompson.
If there's one thing that K-State Twitter's good at, it's propaganda.
Owen,
We're great at pushing it.
Teddy Bridgewater cost $10 million this year for a backup quarterback position who is made of glass. Here's what I'm saying. He only signed for 1 year.
Skylar did?
No, Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh.
Rookies have to sign for 4. Teddy Bridgewater, gone after this first year. He plays 1 year here. He probably gets hurt. Boom. Yeah, you ready for that? Tua Tagovailoa fails. He's bad. He's bad this year. Here it comes. Super Skylar. In on his cape. In on his chariot. Skylar Thompson starting for your Miami Dolphins next year to lead them to the AFC Championship game to lose to his hometown Kansas City Chiefs. That's what we're talking about.
God.
Put it on the board.
Fairy
The
tale.
2024 AFC Championship game, because it's the 2023 season, but it'll be played in the year of our Lord 2024.
Say it loud.
Write it down. Clip it. Ship
Listen,
it.
If Skylar Thompson ever starts for the Dolphins, I'm buying a Skylar Thompson jersey.
Absolutely, because it fucking looks crispy. He's wearing number 19.
That is kind of weird.
That's a Chad Poggers move, dude.
It's like, who's got, I think, Jalen Waddle has his 7, right?
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill has his 10.
19, though.
I like it.
The Jeremy Maclin number. That's a Chris Conley number right there.
And a Jeremy Maclin number. I like it.
It's a very Truman jersey number.
I wore number 14, because nobody wears number 14.
Hawkins wears number 14.
No quarterbacks did. And so that's why I wore number 14.
I keep noticing this. More and more, number changes.
Yeah.
It looks like an O lineman wearing a single-digit number.
No, there's not.
I could have sworn.
No. Offensive linemen, I think, had to keep their stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, for position stuff. I guess that makes sense. Oh, so they can call illegal formation easier. That makes sense.
Yes.
Let's go players choose their fun numbers, though.
Yep, fair enough. All right, that's all I had for you. I just wanted to...
I'm aboard. I'm aboard with Skylar Thompson.
Hell yeah, brother.
Right, dude.
Maybe. Yes, absolutely.
My buddy Caleb, you saw that tweet that I sent? It was the SpongeBob meme of the 2 cops scaring Patrick with the picture of SpongeBob. And it was and the 2 cops had power cats over them, and it was like Skylar Thompson is QB1, and it was like Dolphins fans like, oh!
Yep.
K-State fans great at pushing agendas.
Yep.
Also, I don't know. Here's just a quick aside. Did you see the Twitter the Huskers thing?
Yes.
The Huskers Bowl. Huskers fans are already bitching that it's other teams voting for K-State and not K-State fans voting for it.
Whatever, Husker fans. That's fair. All right, Owen. You ready to talk about a little bit of gambling? Our final segment, as always, we're bringing it over to the gambling corner of Dahm. That's true. We've got a nice 15-minute segment, but Owen, I want to start it off with 5 minutes of this topic, Owen.
Yeah.
A very important topic. I just wanted to make sure that we covered this. This is very important that we got this covered. I just wanted to say.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Truman went to the casino and won $160 this weekend. There is no question. I just want to take the time to brag. Oh, it was fucking awesome, Owen. So I walk in, right? Actually, I won more than $250. I mean, more than $160, right?
Well, you gave some back.
No. So I walked in with $250, right?
Okay.
So
Did you play blackjack the whole time?
I played a lot of blackjack, not the whole time.
Did you do any slots or anything like that?
Yeah. So I was with guys from my work, right?
Okay.
So
that explains the slots.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I was showing them how slots work. We started off on penny slots. Threw in a 10, wasted it. Threw in another 10, I think I wasted it also. I think I threw in another 10. I think I ended up turning that into like 20 or whatever. Yeah. We went over to play virtual craps. I don't know, man. So the craps table was a $15 minimum, which is just...
Is that a little bit too high?
That's a little bit too high. Normally, on a Tuesday night, like right now, if you went to the casino, be a $5 minimum table probably. Yeah, maybe a $10 minimum table if it is busy because it's 9:46 or whatever.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think for table games, $5 should be the minimum. Except for poker. I like much smaller blinds on poker, but
poker's its own different
I think
beast.
You should play tournaments if you're gonna do.
Poker's a 2-4 or 5-10. It's different.
Yeah.
But so I went to the casino and so I went with $250. So I throw away like 10, 20,
sure.
whatever. And then we go play virtual craps. Virtual craps, like they have two big dice. They have two big dice and it shakes it in front of you, and you get the numbers, but you virtually like bet the money.
I thought craps is about tossing the dice onto the table.
It is, but you just let the machine toss it for you.
Oh.
And that is physical, but I don't know. It felt, you know what it felt like? It felt like gambling on like an iPad. I felt like I was just like throwing away money.
Like playing like a Zynga poker.
Yeah, you did not feel like you were actually betting the money, even though you just throw away. Like, I had like a $30 voucher from the slot machine that I like won.
Yeah.
I put in that machine, lost it in like 5 minutes. Just didn't even think about it.
Well, dude, that's the thing of that. There's like a whole bunch of psychology behind slot machines.
Yeah.
Like they're designed to make it so it's real easy just to pull that thing again and bet again.
No, I believe it. So I did not. So I did not do well on that. I did well enough actually. I hit it like a horn bet, and I ended up turning like maybe my $30 into like $65. The horn is you roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 11, or a 12. That's what they call the horn. You place $4 on it to win 27. So almost 7-1 odds for it.
And then how many dice do you roll again in craps?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's like snake eyes 1 to 2.
Yep.
5 and 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they call that the horn.
Okay.
It's a one-time bet, and so I wasted a fair amount of money betting the horn, but I also won a couple times. So.
Okay. And then what?
So then we move over to the blackjack table, right?
Okay.
Okay. So at one point I sat down at the blackjack table. It was a $25 minimum, which was insane.
At the blackjack table?
Yeah.
That is crazy. I've only played $5 minimums.
Right. Well, so I sat down, placed $100 down, got $100 of chips, went up and down a bit, I walked away 150. So I was up 2 units. 2 units essentially, yeah.
Because you were just betting the minimum each time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that was fine, whatever. So I think I actually ended up with like 160. Oh, no, sorry. I had 150. Then I sit back down at another table. I get change for two of my chips or whatever. I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
But I end up betting. I run that. It's like a $15 minimum table. Okay. I run it up to like 165, right? Whatever. Walk away. I go back and I'm watching my friends play craps. And one of the guys is betting virtual craps. Man, this guy had a brutal night. But he's betting virtual craps. He's betting like $5, and he'd win. He ended up losing a lot, or he lost most of what he brought. And so he bet $5, and he bet like $5, and he'd put like $20 in, and he ran that up like that way, all the way up to like $65.
Oh, it was like doubling his bet if he lost? Or...
No. Just when he would just keep winning on $5 bets, right?
Oh, okay.
And then he would just get impatient, and he'd bet $45, and you're just like, oh my god, like on the pass line. So you're just watching him try to roll these numbers. You're like, holy shit. And of course, on all the other ones that he'd won, he came out to like a 6, which is, a fairly common, easy roll.
Yeah.
He'd come out he'd bet $45. He comes out to like a 10. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude.
Like just like a 2 or 3 combination roll.
Yeah. And there was like 4 of us, all 4 of the buddies were gathered around this one guy watching him do this. Just because we were trying to get him bumped up because he was like kind of down in the dumps because he was losing.
Yeah.
And he was going back up. And I was like, okay, all right, sweet. We're like, yeah, let's go. And then he lays the $45 and we all just get quiet. We're all like, every dice roll, it's like, oh.
And then he loses on the 45?
Yeah, he lost it. And he was like, so on that, I had to walk away. I was like,
Truman.
Yeah.
Every gambler quits right when they're about to hit it big.
He posted that meme.
He
The
did?
next day, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So I walk away after that. He loses $45 and said, I can't watch this shit anymore. So I walk away. I go over to the blackjack table, right? And I sit down with like 165, and I'm down. I keep playing. They're $15 minimums now. So I kept, because we're getting later in the night, so it was getting a little cheaper. So I keep playing, and we get down. I'm down to like 105. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm almost like fucking not even profiting anymore on my $100 that I bet down. Or I was down to like 120, whatever.
Sure.
So maybe it's even 130. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
So I bet this, right? I bet $15 on a hand.
Okay.
I get something that adds up to 11. If you get 11, you should double down.
Okay.
You place,
Kind of like splitting in blackjack?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
wait.
is blackjack still.
Oh, I thought you were talking about craps.
No,
Okay.
sorry. I never played craps. $15 minimum the whole night. I just not gonna,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not
so you
gonna
do
play
blackjack and you split it.
Right.
Cool.
So I place $15 down next to it. I double it. I get the card face down because you can do that. It's like a superstition thing. So that way you don't lose until you flip it. And if the dealer busts, then it doesn't matter and you don't even have to feel the pressure of like... So, cards face down, right? Other guy on the other side gets ace.
Not good for you.
Yeah. No, it's not terrible because
Not good for not terrible.
the dealer has a 6. Yeah, he has a 6 face up. He's going to flip over a 10 afterwards. 10's down, which is a great setup for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You love to see a dealer with a 6 straight
dealer
up.
has to hit on 6, right?
Yeah, 16 he has to hit, and they have to hit, and it's the closest to 21 you can get.
Right.
Without the dealer still has to push, unless he has a soft 17. But if you see a dealer with an ace face up, you're like, fuck, because it could be a blackjack, but they have to tell you. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the guy, he gets the aces, right? It's a simple move. You split them.
Yep.
And you hope for a 10 because that's the most common card. Splits these aces. Next card, the rules on aces was when you split them, you can only get one card after that.
Oh, I did not know that.
You can't keep hitting on it like you do when you split other ones.
Yeah, split.
So, guy splits the aces. Another ace comes on that guy's ace. If that happens, you can split them again. So the guy says, he's like, the dealer's like, do you want to split these? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh shit. He bet his last $20 on splitting the other ace. So he offers it to me. He says, hey man, do you want to split this ace? And I was just like,
You can split off of somebody else's bet?
yeah, I was like, that feels weird. Like I could pay for it and basically play it if I wanted. And I was like, no, I'm good. And so I didn't. So the ace comes, and then the dealer lays down another card. He lays down a 9 on top of that other ace. But
So he's got 19?
he's got 21.
Oh, total.
11 plus 1 plus 9. But as we learned, that is incorrect because he didn't split that ace. You can only get the one card. He should have stopped at the ace. But the dealer dealt that 9, right? Next card, guy had the ace. Dealer deals him one card, deals him a 5. Whatever. And then the dealer remembers at that moment that he was only supposed to deal him that card. Then dealer flips over his card. He has 16, deals it out, deals a 6, bust, 22. I win. We win. But then the dealer says, oh, wait. Shit. That's a misdeal. And so, and for you eagle-eyed viewers that are able to follow along very well with a audio story, so that means that so it's a high tense situation because so essentially went ace 9, right?
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have got that 9. That 9 should have went to that other ace. Mm-hmm. That guy would have had 12 and then 20. That means that 5 that was on that ace should have gone to the dealer.
So he would have had 21?
Would have had 21. And so I'm sitting there like, I'm sweating because I'm like, I'm doubled up. I'm right at my break-even point. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I was like, God damn it. And like, but the manager comes over. He's like, I want to ask my parents about this because they worked in the casino industry for a long time. I'm wondering what they would have to say about this.
Blackjack tables, right?
Yeah, they both dealt. They both dealt. I want to ask them about this because the guy, the poker room, the table game manager had to come over and just go, "We got to pay them out. You got to pay them out. They won." And it's like, fuck yes. So we got paid out. I made $30 off of that, right? Yeah. So now I'm back up to 165, and then I fucking run it up, dude. I ran it all the way up to 275 after that, and I came out. So that was where I made the bulk of my money.
So it didn't really end up mattering that much because you were just doubling your 15 anyway.
No. So yeah. So when I walked away that table, so I'd walked in with 250, right?
Yeah.
And so I walked away that table. Sorry, I just hit the mic. I walked away from the table. I had 275 in chips. I was like, fucking. Broke even for sure, right? Yeah. I knew I had a $60 ticket voucher or $65 ticket voucher in my pocket. I knew I had all the cash in my wallet. So I was like, man, I'm fucking pumped, dude. I was like, hell yeah. So yeah, so we cashed it all out, made the money, got it out. It was pretty sweet. So I walked out. So I gave.
Do you think you had to pay back missed deals for mistakes like that?
No. That's not. It's just.
Casino makes enough money. It's just like, well, then that sucks.
Right. You get reprimanded. Not even reprimanded, really. Again, I'd have to talk to my parents about it because he immediately called it out. It wasn't like they just moved on, you know? So.
I mean, yeah, those dealers are good at that.
It's much better if you catch it on the floor right at the time you make the mistake, ask the manager what you should do and do it instead of like them catching it.
Cameras.
Them on the cameras being like, hey, he did that wrong. But, and the guy, they're even like, you want a new shoe? And they were at the end of the shoe anyways. We're like, yeah, fucking run the new shoe. And that new shoe for me, fuck, man, treated me so well. But, so I walked out. I paid, so the guy who lost the most money for whatever reason ordered the Uber, and I was like, don't do that. It's like, I made them, let me order, so I gave him $25.
You told him that you served the Soviet Union and you paid for the Uber?
Yeah, I paid him $25 for the Uber, and then just out of my cash, and then I bought a round of drinks for everybody.
Yeah.
And then I walked out with 10. So that was 160. So, and then 25 for the Uber. Yeah. Probably another 15 to 20 for the drinks. So I made like $200.
That's real big of you to buy the round there, too.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, no, fucking just spread the wealth. Man, I don't need, what's the difference? Honestly, what's the difference coming home with 160 and 180? Fucking buy everybody a beer, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
That's what I'll say. Everybody.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair.
But I will say, as the group, so we all brought.
Good?
What?
The rest of your group do well?
No,
only you?
I'm the only one who came out positive. So for the group of us, the casino still came out on top. The house always wins, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, the other guy.
How many friends do you have?
I went with 4 other guys.
Yeah, so yeah, you were literally the 20% that wins.
Yeah, I mean, so if you think about it, so those guys all added up, I'd have to say they probably lost. Oh, man. No. I mean, we all brought at most. Like, I probably brought.
Most money.
I was tied with the guy who lost most of it. So, but I imagine the rest of them lost $400 to $500 between the 4 of them.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Maybe, but nobody else talked about it as bad. The guy who lost a lot talked a fair amount about it, and you know, if you lose that much, you should talk about it. But
right, yeah.
And he's not going to go to bed again, is what he told us, so that's good. That was a 5-minute segment that ran 13 minutes, so by the way. But
I mean, it's a good story.
Real quick, Owen, I want to talk about betting on the preseason and more degenerate behavior.
I need to get my $100 from whatever the hell service it is.
You need to get both of them. You can get it at FanDuel and DraftKings now.
$200 to throw around for free.
Yeah, no free clout, but yes.
Straight up, I can't wait to do 13-team parlays. Actually, I'm gonna do 16-team parlays.
God, dude, you're gonna become a millionaire. I'm fucking listen to you hitting that one bet that one time. It's gonna be so stupid, dude.
One bet each weekend that makes it so I have to choose every.
We could grind $50 a month, fucking betting hockey money lines and totals, and Owen's gonna sit here and win $20,000 on a 15-team parlay. That's crazy. I can't believe the Bills lost to the Jacks this weekend. Oh my god.
I'm not doing that.
I know.
I'm not insane.
But I'm just saying.
I can't believe Aiden Hutchinson had a sack. Chris Jones had a sack.
When it comes to gambling, I think there are value picks in the preseason. Actually, and you know what I love for betting on preseason games?
Catch prop bets?
Yes, exactly. There's an app, again, no free clout, but I use Underdog Fantasy.
Okay.
You can do in Kansas. You cannot do this in Missouri, which sucks. In Missouri, it's just a daily fantasy game, a daily fantasy thing. It sucks. But in Kansas, you can do player props. So I bet player props. Dude, I was so close. I bet this right before.
When you're at work, of course? Well, when you got out of the building at work.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
when I'm at like lunch break or like I'll look up stuff while I'm at home and then I'll like write it down.
Listen,
and then when
I'm just covering your tracks.
I know, but I'll take a minute to myself and pull it up on my phone and then bet them real quick. Dude, I was so close to winning $100 on 10 this weekend.
Wait,
dude, it sucks. You want it? Yeah, no, it was a four player parlay.
Absolutely, I want it.
So you have to do at least 2. They have to be on separate teams. You have to have at least 1 player from a different team, right? They can't. No matter how many you bet, they can't all be on the same team, right?
Oh, so I can't do like MVS and Juju to have a catch.
Yeah, you can't be like MVS, McColl, Juju, Mahomes. You have to have like Josh Allen.
Okay. I mean, that once again, just that, hyping it for the house.
Right. So if you bet 2 players, it's 3 times money. 3 players, it's 6 times money. 4 players, it's 10 times money. 5 players, it's 20 times money.
Ooh. Wait to 1,000.
Yes. They make parlays simple. So essentially, here's the bet. I had Geno Smith over 62.5 passing yards.
All right. Okay.
Fucking cashed money. Michael Pittman over 1.5 receptions. Fucking cashed money. 2 receptions. Matt Ryan under 59.5 passing yards. Fucking cashed 58 passing yards.
Oh my.
The one that tripped me up.
Juju not having a catch? Case
Keenum over 0.5 passing touchdowns. Didn't throw for a touchdown. Fucking son of a bitch, dude.
You should.
Which, speaking of the Bills, Case Keenum threw 18 passes for 89 yards and he threw 2 interceptions. Fuck Case Keenum. Cut that motherfucker is what I'm saying.
Well, he didn't throw a single interception in training camp a lot of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Are we doing the Mahomes training camp
yes.
interceptions? And also the Case Keenum going crazy in the...
But also, 1-800-GAMBLER, if you have a gambling problem.
Yes.
So basically, I'm going to be asking Truman to call 1-800-GAMBLER. Any bet involving Geno Smith, problem.
Even if it cashes?
Problem.
Even if he almost doubles the total in yards? And I bet the over?
I cannot believe that you actually bet on something that Geno Smith was going to do.
But I think that's the thing is these player prop totals are so low. If you can guess who's going to get the most snaps in...
If you can just gamble, you can win while gambling.
What I'm saying is that there is money on the table to be made, Owen. Also, there is a...
Just remember, Truman, you can only lose 100% of your money, but you can gain 2,000% of your money.
That's right. Also, there was this weekend, the over was actually insane on the preseason games. Like, all of them went over.
Whoa. Oh, like they had like overs of like 21 or something?
Yeah. They had apparently like a bunch of 3-team teasers that were like 10-point teasers, they call them.
What was the tweet that I saw?
It was 258-0, which means if you would have bet on any of them,
right? Yeah.
All 258 they generated, they all would have won.
Oh, so they pre-generate a bet for you to help newer gamblers who don't want to do it themselves. Gonna be like, oh, I'll bet on that.
Right, or just things you don't think about. I mean, I bet one of those like last season when we were watching the Monday Night Football game. It was like Lamar over 60 yards rushing, Mark Andrews 100 yards passing, somebody to catch a touchdown, Hollywood Brown over 80 yards, and the Ravens to win by 7. And it was like 65-1 odds.
Yeah.
And I bet like $3 on it, and it came so close. They won by 7, and I needed them to win by 7+.
I remember that, yeah. Because we were like, damn, I want the Chiefs to win, but if the Ravens are going to win.
No, it wasn't even that game. It was a different game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was brutal. But it sucked. So, whatever, I'm fine. I'm over it.
Yeah, basically do 9 instead of 10, duh.
Yeah, right. Simple. But yeah, they made a bunch of these teasers, and
that's funny.
They all won. So which means the books are gonna.
528 now. I thought it was something more ridiculous.
No, it was it was like 260. I thought. Yeah, I can pull it up real quick. I know somebody said
I thought it was over 500.
I have a betting group
chat.
I thought
it was something insane.
I have a betting group chat with the West Virginia guys. Also, shout out twitch.tv/HannahLearns3 did an NFL betting game preview a couple last night.
I was unable to tune in because of family dinner. I was actually really devastated.
I was busy up until the moment. 560. That's right. There's 560.
Yeah, I knew it was over
possible
500.
teasers. Yes.
Crazy. 560 and 0 for randomly generated bets is insane. Also, well done to the betting guys. They're about to rake it in.
Yeah, because they're gonna fucking.
And you know who owns FanDuel stock? Me. No, baby. Wait, no, I own DraftKings. Just kidding. Close enough.
Brutal.
My stock is gonna fly up once the season starts.
Sorry.
Is that Birdo?
Yes, there was a Vincent.
Oh my gosh.
There's a Vincent Deep Throat Birdo meme. Thank you in the
She
group chat.
probably does get that glug glug.
All right, we're gonna move
literally a
on.
vacuum, dude. All she needs to work on is the double hand action.
That being said, you guys ready to do a top 5 best case? Owen, we talked so much about Skylar Thompson. Owen, I want to do a top 5 best K-State players in the NFL right now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, yeah.
Oh, you're ready. You've already got your 5?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'd like to start out with an honorable mention to Skylar.
What?
Skylar,
He's not on your top 5?
because he's the only one that has a question mark on seeing the field. The other 5 guys are either starters or are going to see the field.
Burgers and fries? Yeah.
Yeah, so Skylar Thompson's my number 5.
You're crazy.
My number
crazy
6
for this
my
one.
honorable mention. Number 5, Elijah Lee. Elijah Lee is the 4th linebacker on the Chiefs right now.
Elijah Lee over Skylar Thompson?
He's gonna see
After
the
he
field.
tried to fight my roommate?
Shout out Elijah Lee for trying to box Truman's roommate.
Crazy.
Number 4, Byron Pringle. Once again, probably in the number 3 spot in Chicago. He's going to either start or see the field. Number 3, I think you might have forgotten about this one. DJ Reed.
No, he's on the list.
Okay, yeah, he's on there.
Trust me.
At number 3. Number 2, Dahm Reisner. My all-time favorite
Sure.
K-State player.
Of course.
Really nice guy, by the way. Remember that time we ran into him in the bar?
Dude, I went to lunch with Dalton Reisner in the offensive line with the
Oh, yeah,
trombones.
that's right.
He took the trombone band. He didn't take. I guess we paid for it also, but we paid for our own. But the K-State trombones in the marching band section went to lunch with the offensive line, and like one year it was just the offensive line, and it was like a bunch of them. It was like all the starters. We went to Chipotle, and then the next year we went to Pizza Ranch, and it was like the offensive line and like the running backs, because it was also like Dalvin Warmack was there.
Oh.
And they were like, "Oh, you played against me in high school?" And I was like, "Well, no, I played it right down. I mean, you guys beat my ass." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I remember beating your fucking ass, dude." Fucking stupid. But it's
That
fine.
was Warmack was really good in high school.
Yeah.
And number 1, I think this should be everyone's number 1. Tyler.
Yep. Absolutely.
I wonder if you'll have one of. I left one off. I don't know how much they'll be. But I wonder if it's
All right. I actually ended up with 3 honorable mentions. Beach. We have pretty much a very similar list. Honorable mention Elijah Lee.
Yep.
I think he should get an honorable mention. Honorable mention Cody Whitehair.
Yep.
Is that the one that you thought I might have
No,
added?
actually.
Who's the one that? Okay, then I don't have it. Then I don't have it for sure.
What's your honorable mention?
The last honorable mention was Wyatt Hubert, who just retired.
You don't have an honorable mention for BJ Finney?
No, holy shit, I forgot about that guy.
Deep cut, baby.
That is a deep cut. Yeah, honorable mention Cody Whitehair, still old, but still playing in the league.
Or Willis. Jordan Willis.
Jordan Willis, I think, still bouncing around somewhere. Yeah.
Is he not still in the Bengals? I think so.
No, he definitely got off the Bengals. He's definitely somewhere else now. Thank God. Yeah, Wyatt Hubert just retired from the Bengals. Never actually got to see an NFL game, but he said all the injuries were taking too much of a toll on him. And I gotta respect it. You gotta put your your body first, your mentals
You
first.
played in some NFL games, right?
No,
You never saw
he
the
was
field once?
because he tore his pectoral muscle last season in the preseason, so he never got to play.
Such a beast at K-State.
Yeah,
Such a shame.
but he said like coming back from that injury and all his other injuries just took too much of a toll on him.
Also, shout out to Abdul Beecham. Hope you
Yeah.
make a roster.
Yep, absolutely. All right, number 5, Skylar Thompson, baby.
Okay.
Come on now.
Truman's a big Sky guy.
QB1. Number 4, Byron Pringle. Sorry. It's hard. I'd put him higher if he would have produced. He probably had the most. He's honestly probably one of the more. He's probably the second most recognizable name on this list. That people are like K-State, maybe.
Probably just because he played for the Chiefs. Played for the Chiefs, definitely. Helps.
Because number 3, DJ Reed. I don't think many people relate him to being on the Chiefs. And honestly, I don't even remember. I remember it also being weird that I was like, DJ Reed is making an NFL roster, and then he's stuck, and he's been good.
Yeah,
He's been good enough to play some. He's a rotational corner. He gets in. He's not a starter, but he's solid.
He was good enough that when the Seahawks traded him, Seahawks fans were not happy.
Yeah. Number 2, Dalton Reisner. Again, just the nicest guy. Probably out of all the football players that I could tell you who are nice, he is.
Yeah, sure.
Also got a whole big old cup of cane sauce. As
He's a
promotional
maniac,
thing.
dude.
I love that, man.
He's a caniac.
Oh,
But
nice. That's a good one.
yeah, Dalton Reisner has like 3 different
Yeah.
and he does a lot of works with kids with Down syndrome.
Yeah, and I'm half sure if I walked up to him like at this moment, he would just be like, "Yo, what up, Truman?"
Yeah.
I don't think he would, but I imagine he might.
It wouldn't be insane.
No, it wouldn't be. And number one, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett has been in the NFL for like 10 years now.
That's fine.
It's got to become no, not 10 years, but 8 years. I think he's coming up on his 9th season. Because I think he graduated in 2015. Because I think he was gone right before we got into college. So I think he graduated in class of 2015, would have been drafted in 2015. So he played 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, year 22.
Coming up on year 8.
Is 8, yeah.
Can you tell me what he has tied on 2 years with
Yardage?
in touchdowns? Can you tell me which 2 years he has the most touchdowns?
He had his most touchdowns?
Yeah.
Year 3? Damn it. I mean, it's a total shot in the dark. Year 6 and year 2.
You got 6. It's 6 and 4 actually.
Interesting.
2018 and 2020.
Damn.
But since 2018, he has not had less than 8.
Damn. How many times
He
has he had
10,
1,000
8,
yards?
10, 8. How many times has he gone for 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
3,000 yard seasons.
Really?
And
Only 3?
2018 was 965.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. All right. Fair enough.
Total, yeah, he's got 6,000 yards this season.
Alrighty.
Pretty solid.
Well, that's about going to do it for us. A little shout out, twitch.tv/Steam Machine. Monday nights, recording right around 9 p.m. Central Time. We've been doing pretty good about that. We might have some changes coming up. Keep watching. We might have a Patreon get started here soon. We need to pay for new mics. We might.
Ooh.
I know. Well, we need to upgrade. We're trying to do better stuff.
Dalton Reisner for being the only pick I wanted the Broncos to not make, but also shout out to him for playing for his hometown team.
Yes.
Can you imagine that?
Yes.
That'd be insane. Like, Patrick Mahomes, I don't know if he'd probably be a Cowboys fan or not.
Yep.
But
Twitter.com/Steam Machine. Twitter.com/Owen Gosh Dominant. Twitter.com/Disaster Open. Follow all of our stuff. Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Just ! Discord. Come to Twitch chat, do that. You can find the link there. It's the easiest way to do it. We're probably going to do some NFL content, folks. There's probably going to be probably a Sunday gambling cave here and there. Maybe we hop on Colorcast, call a Chiefs game once a month.
This is what, episode 102, right?
Yeah.
Well, we know what's happening on episode 104. So you need to get in the Discord now to make it easier.
We need hot takes.
We need to start. We're gonna do.
We need to start compiling hot takes now for the 2 week, and we'll probably do a little charity thing in 2 episodes. Wow, I almost totally forgot about that. And we might have some announcements.
What's happening in 2 episodes? Well, besides episode
2-year anniversary.
Well, yeah. Besides that,
I'll tell you. We can talk about it. It's a little secret.
Oh,
It's the stuff.
I was like.
It's the thing we've been talking about.
Oh fuck, that's right. Gotta get ready for it. Gotta go.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what the changes are that will. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away. Yeah, tune in 2 weeks. Do it live. Twitch.tv/Steam Machine, 9 p.m. Think about using your Amazon Prime account.
Absolutely.
Connect to your Twitch account for a free sub called Prime Gaming.
Unheard of, basically.
Oh, and something I want to offer to you. I have not offered this in a long time. You have anything you want to talk about for a pop culture minute? Man,
I had something written down.
We just.
But I forgot about it. We have it. We have
just the episodes ran so long with all the division previews and things that we just kind of have been missing out on.
Oh, I saw. Actually, I saw. No, I don't want to get political.
Vincent, do you have something to come and rant about?
It's my cat's birthday.
Oh, happy
Jesse's
birthday!
birthday today?
Happy birthday to
Jesse.
Jesse, Vincent's cat.
Yeah, that was it. Everyone say happy birthday.
Oh, here's what I want to talk about, dude. I'll give you. We've got 2 minutes 30 seconds left on this round of rainbows that just started replaying.
Okay.
For the viewers listening. What the fuck happened with the managers between Tottenham and Chelsea on Sunday?
Tuchel was being a little goob.
Your guy?
No, there.
Oh, their guy.
So
I know. I saw him celebrating when they scored in, what was that, the 74th minute?
Yeah. So basically, well, it was a bit of banter from both sides.
I know.
And if you saw the post-match interviews, both of them were like, "Yeah, it's just banter. We don't really care that much." So, because, it's like, it's just being passionate managers and getting heated over it. So, really, no real bad blood between the two managers. Conte is a former Chelsea manager, Tottenham manager right now. He used to manage Chelsea back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe a little bit of emotion there. But, so basically, Chelsea scored first in a normal celebration. Then, Tottenham scored to equalize. And Conte may or may not have started shithousing with the Chelsea manager.
Right.
And then Chelsea scored to go up 2-1, and the Chelsea coach ran down the sideline purposely in front of the Tottenham bench to celebrate what they thought would be the game winner.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then and then Tottenham equalized in the last minute of the game, 96th minute.
Yeah.
So then, after the match, Conte and Tuchel go to shake hands, and Conte is going for not like a you quick handshake. And he goes in with a handshake, and then to act like you're just trying to quick handshake and walk by me. He's holding on to his hands like, look at my eyes.
Yeah.
And Conte's like, hey, get off me, and then these benches kind of
they cleared him out. Yeah.
They both get red carded. So I was like, oh.
So neither of them get to manage the next match.
No, they don't.
Who does Tottenham play next?
I don't know.
Hopefully some shitters.
Yeah, probably. But then, yeah. And then Conte posted on his Instagram after, lucky I was looking, because he ran down the sideline, he added Tuchel and said, lucky my head was down or else I would have tripped.
I was about to say, yeah, I was going to show you that. Yeah, lucky I didn't see you. Making you trip would have been well deserved.
Yeah, but with the laughing
they play the Wolves.
After,
shout out Emerald.
Yeah, playing the Wolves? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the laughing emojis after, it was not really that big of a deal.
I know. But
it would have been more fun, honestly. I hate Chelsea because they're a team that just owns Tottenham really badly.
Absolutely.
Over our last 60 trips,
I saw it.
We have
it's
6
crazy.
wins.
It's crazy. I saw that.
So North London rival. I hate them. I would have been fine with them. More
But you guys are Chelsea's biggest rival, but Arsenal is your guys' biggest rival.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's like Chelsea is Tottenham. Chelsea is to Tottenham what KU swears Kstate is to them, which isn't true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the three big one comes Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. They all hate each other equally.
Right.
But Arsenal and Chelsea hate Tottenham more than they hate each other.
Yeah.
Don't know why. I don't know why they hate Tottenham so much. Because it's not like we've been winning a whole bunch of trophies and stealing it from them and making them upset. I to this day, I don't understand why both those teams hate each other so much.
They hate you because they ain't you, brother.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. That being said, we do appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, twitter.com/Steam Machine, twitch.com/Steam Machine, twitter.com/OwenGoshDominant, twitch.com/Domination7. Follow the Discord, follow everything. ! Open Disaster, OD Socials, and chat if you want to follow Vincent on Twitch twice. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in. iTunes, Spotify, all the things. We will see you guys next week for episode 103. Peace.